This is about courage, an important virtue in every good man. Courage is the determination in the face of pain. I went around and asked a couple of people to tell me what they thought courage was. Will, what does courage mean to you?
Courage is a virtue that allows us to do something in the face of our fears or what we think is dangerous, and it's something. It allows us to do stuff that we normally wouldn't do, and it gives us bravery.
What is courage to you?
Courage is putting yourself at risk for good. So usually it's putting yourself at risk to help others. Sometimes it's to help a cause or something, but really the definition of courage is putting yourself at risk to help others.
What is courage to you?
Courage to me is the ability to do something that will put you at risk to yourself, and that isn't necessarily for yourself, but also for the better of others.
Understanding where a word comes from can tell you how it is better used in a sentence. Courage comes from Middle English, from Old French courage, and from the Latin word cor. Vices are helpful to better understand a word. They are the extremes of them. The vice of defect for courage is cowardice. The definition of cowardice is having lack of bravery. The vice of effect is rashness. The definition of rashness is acting or tending to act too hastily or without due consideration. Some synonyms of courage are audacity, bravery, daring, determination, endurance, fearfulness, firmness, fortitude, gallantry, grit, heroism, and bravery. Bravery can often be confused with courage. Bravery is the quality that allows someone to do things that are dangerous or frightening. The essence of courage is not the feeling of being certainly capable of overcoming what one is faced with, but rather it is the willful choice to fight regardless of the consequences. You might be asking, why pursue courage? Well, courage is a basic virtue every good man must have. There are times in life when you need it. Maybe somebody you love is in danger and you are more worried about what will happen to you if you help than their welfare. If you're always worried about what will happen to you, you can never be a good man. When you don't have courage, you can't protect your family from anything, whether that be something crazy like a robber or something small like having to pick up a dead rat. If someone at work is doing something shifty or illegal, you won't have the courage to stand up and tell them that it's wrong. Without courage, you will only be pushed around and no one will ever feel protected around you. Here are some good ways to build courage. Ultimately, by using courage whenever and wherever you can, realizing you're going to need it to defend your family or your business. So when you find yourself not standing up for something, you should bite the bullet and stand up. Surround yourself around courageous people. It is hard to be courageous when you're around wimps. MLK is a perfect example of courage. Time and time again, he risked his life for others, for people he never knew. He was never thinking about himself. He was always trying to help other people in the face of great danger and pain. Without MLK, Black American rights would be nowhere. A couple of really good quotes about courage are, I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers the fear. Nelson Mandela. Jump and you will find out how to unfold your wings as you fall. Ray Bradbury. He who is not courageous enough to take risks will accomplish nothing in life. Muhammad Ali. Now I went around and asked a few people questions about courage. What is an example of courage?
Well, Gabe, courage is being able to go outside of your comfort zone and doing things that you normally wouldn't do. And a perfect example of this is whenever the firefighters during the 9/11 attacks walked up over 100 flights of stairs to save people's lives that they didn't even know, and they risked their own lives. Many firefighters died because of this, and it was a perfect example of what courage really is.
I agree. What is the difference between courage and bravery?
The difference between courage and bravery. Well, I'd say bravery is when you're actually brave and you have the ability to go do something that's terrifying or challenging or hard. But
Like riding a roller coaster?
yeah, like riding a roller coaster. But courage is it's a lot more extreme. You have the courage to do something that takes bravery. So courage is the ability to do something brave. So I'm so courageous that I have the bravery to go ride that roller coaster. So I'd say that's the difference.
Here's the most basic breakdown of everything I've said today. In general, in order to be courageous, you must not think about what will happen to you if you do something, but only think about the welfare of others. Courage can help us do things we never could. Courage can help us become brave and do things, but without courage, you cannot be a good man.